Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, or good evening, whichever you choose to watch this video. Just first things first, I know this is new to everybody, and it's going to take some time to getting used to. Mr. Pagut and myself, we're getting adjusted to it, so do not stress about any of this. Okay, we're in this all together, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Any concerns, we're here for you, okay? All right, so I'm going to set this up like I typically do with classes. My screen is shared, and the lesson that we are doing today is customary units of length. Customary. These are the units of length that we're used to using on a daily basis in America. Okay. The essential question. Who would like to read the essential question? Oh, Ellie, you want to read it? Okay, go ahead. How can you use models to compare customary units of length? Okay, very good, Ellie. So let's think of some models. So what are some things that you guys use to measure every day? Customary units of length. What are some things? Oh yeah, we use rollers. What else? We can use rollers. We can use yardsticks. Okay. What about long units of measurement? What can we use there? We want to measure maybe distance between south side to the basketball courts. We could use a measuring wheel. Yes, yeah, measuring wheel. Okay. All right, so let's look at the POD, the problem of the day. Who would like to read that? Anybody? Nobody? All right, I'll read it. You can use a ruler to measure length. A ruler that is 1 foot long shows 12 inches in 1 foot. A ruler that is 3 feet long is called a yardstick. There are 3 feet in a yard. Okay, I'm going to show you a little tip today to help you get through this lesson. All right. Okay, so remember these key terms. Smaller unit to a bigger unit. We are going to divide. A bigger unit to a smaller unit, we are going to multiply. Now, those are pretty important. I'll go a little more in depth on these terms later on because the lesson is going to revolve around these key terms. Okay, come on. Okay. All right. Trying to adjust this so everybody can see a little better. Okay. All right. So with this activity, hopefully everybody has their, looks like a yardstick right there. Everybody has their yardstick ready. Okay. We need some materials. What do we need here? We need to cut some paper up. Sorry, we're not going to do that. We're just going to go over the activity and talk about it. Okay, so the question asks, how does the size of a foot compare to the size of an inch? Okay, so basically using my key terms that I have over here in blue, okay, we're going from a smaller unit to a bigger unit, or are we going from a bigger unit to a smaller unit? So let's think about this. Okay, so how many inches are in a foot? Okay, does anybody know that off the top of their head? Even though we didn't go over it yet, does anybody know how many inches are in a foot? Anybody? Eric? Oh, yeah. Good job, Eric. Yeah, let's see, Eric, how many inches are in a foot? 12? Yeah, you got it. You got it. There are 12 inches in a foot. Okay, so let's use our ruler, handy dandy ruler, okay, and cut out 12 inches. So we're going to have 12 blocks of inches, and we're going to put them in line with our imaginary ruler. So we're looking at step 2. So we need to place those 12 tiles end to end to build 1 foot, and we can tape the tiles together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. All right. So in other words, we need 12 inches to make 1 foot. Now off the top of your head, how many inches do you think we need to make 2 feet? How many inches do you think we need to make 2 feet? Anybody want to take a jab at this question? Anybody? Anybody? Oh, JC, you want to answer it? Okay, go ahead, JC. Yeah, 24, JC. Very good, very good. Okay, so let's look at step 3. Compare the size of 1 foot to the size of 1 inch. Okay, so let's think about this. We already kind of answered this question, but let's reiterate the process. How many inches make up 1 foot? Everybody? 12. That's right. So answering our question here, let me see if I can write in the number 12. So 1 foot is 12 times as long as 1 inch. Okay, nice. Nice job. All right, next page. Turn the page. All right. Volunteer to read this next example problem. Comparing measurements. Anybody? 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 Lily, go ahead. Wonderful job, Lily. Yeah, great for participating. Emma has 4 feet of thread. She needs 50 inches of thread to make some bracelets. How can she determine if she has enough thread to make the bracelets? Lily, you did such a good job of reading that, but you know how I am sometimes with word problems? I have to read them a couple times because I didn't understand exactly what you said. So let's read it again. Emma has 4 feet of thread. She needs 50 inches of thread to make some bracelets. How can she determine if she has enough thread to make the bracelets? Okay, so using what we know already, since 1 foot is 12 times as long as 1 inch, you can write as inches by multiplying the number of feet by 12. Okay, so let's think about that. So we know this is a nice little table that has set up for us. We have feet and inches. Is feet a bigger unit or a smaller unit than inches? Yeah, it's a bigger unit. Okay, a foot is bigger than an inch. So to do this, we are going to look over here at our handy dandy little notes. So we're going from a bigger unit to a smaller unit. So we are going to multiply. Come on, there we go. Multiply. Multiply. Okay, so the next question is, what are we going to multiply? Let's think. How many inches make up 1 foot? I don't know what just happened there, peeps. Just kicked me out of Zoom, so hopefully we'll see if this works at the end of it. All right, so as you can see, it deleted our little notes here. So we're going to go from, retype this in here, smaller unit to a bigger unit. We are going to divide bigger unit to a smaller unit. Anybody remember that? Yeah, it's multiply. Multiply. So, since a foot is bigger than an inch, it's a bigger unit to a smaller unit, we are going to multiply. So let's go ahead and multiply. Put our multiplication signs in here. Okay, so the next question is what we're going to multiply by. Now we have to answer this. How many inches are in a foot? We can use that information from the last problem to help us. Remember how we cut out those 12 individual squares? Oh, I just gave you the answer. Yeah, we cut out 12 individual squares, and we know that made up 1 foot. So we are going to multiply each of these feet by the same number, 12, because that's how many inches are in a foot. Now, be gone, evil box. There we go. All right. Right, 12, 12, 12, and 12. Okay, so let's do some quick multiplication. 2 times 12 is 24. 3 times 12 is 36. 4 times 12 is 48. 5 times 12 is 60. Sorry, my handwriting is not the best. It's hard to write on my screen. Okay, so let's think about this. Let's go back to our question, see if we're still on the right track. Emma has 4 feet of thread and she needs 50 inches of thread to make some bracelets. How can she determine if she has enough thread to make the bracelets? So let's look at our table and let's look at question step number 2. Compare 4 feet and 50 inches with 50 inches. Okay, so we know 4 feet is how many inches? 4 feet is 48 inches, and she has 50 inches here. Okay, so what's going to go in that little circle there? Greater than, less than, or equal to? Let's think about this. The alligator always eats the bigger number, right? So the alligator is going to eat towards the 50. He's extra hungry today. Okay, so let's read this question. Let's see. Continue on with step number 2. Emma has 4 feet of thread. She needs 50 inches of thread. So is 4 feet, does she have enough? 4 feet is blank than 50 inches. So what am I going to put in there? Does she have enough thread? Fortunately, Emma does not have enough thread. So that's going to go less than 50 inches. Less than 50 inches. Sorry about my handwriting again. Okay. Oh my. At least it's a quick eraser. It's not like the smart board in the classroom. All right, so does Emma have enough thread? Emma does not have enough thread. Everybody read that? That's bad. Sorry. Does not. Is that better? Well, come on, honey. I think I can make the text stay small on the sheet. What happened? Get out of here, box. She does not have enough thread to make the bracelets. Okay. Who can answer how many more inches she needs to have enough? Okay, she has 48 inches and she needs 50. How many more inches does she need? Yeah, she'll need 2 more inches. Okay, so let's look at this last question here on the page. Come on. Need to get adjusted this whole thing. Okay, what if Emma had 5 feet of thread? Would she have enough to make the bracelets? What do you guys think? If she had 5 feet, I know I erased what I had up here, but 5 feet, how many inches of thread did she have if she had 5 feet? Okay, and you remember how we had to multiply 5 feet? Okay, 5 feet by 12. And 5 feet by 12 is 60. 60. So 60 inches. Does she have enough thread? She needs 48. Yeah, she has enough. Okay, so let me do some quick erasing here. And by the time I'm done erasing, hopefully you guys are on the next page. Turn the page. All right, so next page, page 649. Hopefully everybody's there. Okay, so share and show. We're going to do these 4 problems together, and then you guys are going to be on you'll be ready to do the reteach. Okay, so question number 1. Compare the size of a yard to the size of a foot. We can use the model to help. So also over here, this customary units of length, this is going to help us as well. So we know 1 foot equals 12 inches, 1 yard equals 3 feet, and 1 yard also equals 36 inches. Oh, that's a big help right there. That's going to help us a lot. Okay, so let's think about this. We are going to convert 1 yard into feet. So how many feet? So let's think about this. We're going from a bigger unit to a smaller unit. So we're going to have to multiply, or we can also just use our table over here. How many feet equal 1 yard? Anybody? Nobody wants to answer this. Nobody thinks they can handle this answer. Okay. Oh, David, your hand's up. Okay, David, how many feet equal 1 yard? That's right, David. 3 feet equal 1 yard. So in these each individual boxes, I'm going to put just 1 foot. I'm not gonna, guys, I know I always say label. Hopefully you're labeling at home, but it's hard for me to label on my screen. So these are, each of these is 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot. So 3 feet equal 1 yard. Okay. So to answer this over here, 1 yard is 3 times as long as 1 foot. Okay. All right. So these next 3 questions, questions 2, 3, and 4. Over here, my little keys or my little tidbits that's going to help us with this lesson, we're going to use that. Okay. So we're converting 2 feet to inches. So the first thing I'm going to do, write the number 2. Okay, and I need to decide whether I'm going to multiply or divide. I'm going from feet to inches. Is a foot a bigger unit or a smaller unit than an inch? Yes, it is a bigger unit. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to my little cheat sheet. Bigger unit to a smaller unit, I'm going to multiply. So next to the 2, I'm going to put my multiplication sign. So 2 times a number. Now I need to know what that number is going to be. So inches, going from feet to inches. Ask yourself, how many inches are in 1 foot? Inches in 1 foot. You can use our little table up here. 12 inches equal 1 foot. So 12 times 2. So 12 times 2, anybody? Owen, yeah, what's 12 times 2, Owen? You got it, my man. It is 24. 24 inches. So 2 feet is the same as 24 inches. 24 inches is the same as 2 feet. Okay, let's look at number 3. So we have 3 yards and we're going into feet. So first thing I'm going to do is write that number 3. Now, yards to feet. Is yard bigger or smaller than a foot? Let's think about this. A yard, a foot. A yard, a foot. Okay, so we have 3 yards to feet. So, looking over here at my cheat sheet, we're going from a bigger unit to a smaller unit. So we're going to multiply again. So 3 times a number. Let's go up here. Ask ourselves how many yards or how many feet equal 1 yard. So we got 3 feet equals 1 yard. So I'm going to multiply 3 by 3. So 3 times 3 is, anybody? Let's see, who's not paying attention? Everybody's paying attention right now. All right, so everybody, what's 3 times 3? You got it, it is 9. So 9 feet equal 3 yards. Okay, last question of the lesson. First thing I'm going to do is write that number 7. So we're going from 7 yards to feet. Ooh, this problem looks kind of familiar because it's set up very similar to number 3, only has different numbers. I wonder if the process stays the same. Okay, so we have yards to feet. Let's think. Is a yard bigger than a foot? Yeah, check. Okay, so over here in my little cheat sheet, we have bigger unit to a smaller unit. So I'm going to multiply because a yard is bigger than a foot. So what am I going to multiply by? What number? Okay, look up here at the cheat sheet. We have 3 feet, okay, and 1 yard. So we know 3 feet equal 1 yard. So 7 times 3. And what is 7 times 3? What do you think? What do you guys think? Everybody at the same time, the count of 3. 7 times 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep, it's 21. We got 21 feet. 7 yards equals 21 21 feet. Okay, all right, so that's the end of this lesson. Now, I know it's a lot of information and this is kind of new to everybody, so please do not stress over this. If you have any questions, please come join me in the Zoom chat room or the Zoom meeting and we can talk about this. I understand this is new to everybody, so please do not stress. Okay, we're in this together. Okay, all right, that is the first Zoom recorded video I have done. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We'll add some more tidbits, get a little more exciting next time.